Hello everybody. I've been asked to do a video about Pope Francis. There's been a lot more publicity about the Pope because of his recent visit to the United States. And because the sun is now in Libra, which is the sign of peace, love and harmony, I thought this was the perfect time to look at his chart, to look at the highlights of who he is as a man, and also to look at what is happening now for him in his chart and see why now, why suddenly are we seeing so many shifts and changes from the leader of the Catholic faith. So the first thing to say about Pope Francis is that he's a combination of a lot of firsts. And firsts are indicated here, the midheaven. Here he's got Uranus very close to his midheaven. And Uranus is always about the new. The midheaven is his career. The midheaven shows where the sun was shining the brightest when you were born. So this midheaven shows, yes, he's the first pope to be called Francis. He's the first Jesuit priest. He's the first non-European pope. So he's here to bring radical change. Uranus in that 10th house, in Taurus, is very much about practical change. Yes, when he travels around, he travels on public transportation. When, you know, that's what he would do in the past. He travels around in an old car. He doesn't live in the palace. He's tangibly, Taurus is an earth sign, it's tangible. He's making tangible differences with Uranus there that are going to be noticed. Now Uranus, we look then for rulers. We've got in Aquarius, he's got his moon and Venus together in Aquarius. So Moon, Venus together in a chart is very charming, especially in this 7th house. And the 7th house is again the Libra house, the house of partnership, the house of let's find a way, let's work this through together. And because it's in Aquarius, Aquarius is about the whole of humanity. Let's be personal, because Libra is personal. Yes, it's one-to-one, I love you. And we've seen how personal he's been in prisons, in schools, hugging people. He's got that personal touch because these planets here are in that 7th house. And with them being in Aquarius, he wants to touch everybody. He doesn't mind where you're from, what you do, it doesn't matter to him. What a shining light of an example. We've also got Mars. Mars in Libra in his chart. Mars in Libra. Now Mars is ruled by Aries. Yeah, Mars in Aries is really strong. It's in its rulership. It goes ahead. It pioneers. It does what it wants to do. Mars in Libra, on the other hand, wants to know, well, what's going to be best for all of us? And with it being in the 3rd house for him, he really wants to communicate. He wants to share what is going to be best for the whole of the planet. What will be fair? What will be equitable? We've also got his Mercury. Wherever Mercury is in a chart is everything to do with how you communicate. His Mercury here in Capricorn is very close to an angle of the chart. The descendant, which again is about you and me. Mercury in Capricorn is practical, is pragmatic, is quite frugal actually. But it wants to come up with practical solutions to difficult issues. That's what his Mercury is all about. And of course he's got the sun in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is everything that rules religious faith, that rules spirituality, that rules that which takes us into other realms, the higher realms, the realms that connect us with God, spirit, universe, whatever it is that you believe. So this just gives you an idea of the man. There's so much more to say, but I just wanted to give you that flavour so that you see that already intrinsically based in his chart, especially with Pluto in Cancer, Cancer rising. Cancer is the mother, Cancer is the nurturer. Pluto in Cancer, late Cancer is a powerful nurturer, deeply wanting to nurture, to help. Almost a female figure in a way, a gentleness, rather than the great masculinity that there has been to this particular religion. He brings a softness. He wants to forgive. He wants to find ways to make things work. So now what's happening? Well, now Saturn has now finally properly gone into Sagittarius. And as I've said on previous videos, Saturn in Sagittarius is going to bring about a restructuring of our religions. There's going to be lots and lots of changes. And Pope Francis is going to herald and lead many of these changes through his inspirational, Uranus inspirational leadership. Now his progressed Sun is actually conjunct, right now, is conjunct his natal Saturn. And his Saturn is in Pisces. Again, Saturn in Pisces, a feeling for the poor, the oppressed, the hungry, the people that are just, you know, not considered so important in our society by some. His Sun is on that now, the progressed Sun, so he's got a lot of work to do. He knows he's got a lot of work to do. It's going to be a very busy time for him, and we're going to see a lot more of him. You'll notice a lot more is going to be said and done around this Pope Francis. His progressed moon has just gone into Capricorn, just here, just now, just about a couple of weeks ago. So he's now, for the next 2.5 years, at a time in his life of saying, right, it's back to practicalities. Capricorn is about saying, right, what can we do now to restructure? Because Pluto's also in Capricorn. What needs to happen to restructure our faith so that it is all encompassing, so that everybody is included? And he's on a mission. He really is on a mission about this. And interestingly as well, on the 13th of the month, and I will be talking about this, of course, when I do the new moon forecast in a few days or so, the new moon on the 13th of this month, 13th of October, is at 19 degrees of Libra, and it is exactly conjunct Pope Francis's Mars. Wherever a new moon falls, and especially if it falls conjunct to a personal planet, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, it's a new beginning, it's a new opportunity, it's new possibilities, and this new moon shining its light on his Mars, that in Libra we're going to see more around the world, probably of some polarities. Let's be honest, we've still got Uranus in Aries going on and Pluto in Capricorn. There's square energy going on during the time of this new moon, but at the same time we've got an opportunity now to see that a powerful leader, 1.2 billion Catholics in this world, he's powerful and he can bring about transformative change. I'm not taking any sides here, I'm just showing you the astrology, I'm sharing with you, again, this is just my opinion, I think that this man has great love, great compassion, great heart, And these are the kinds of leaders that we really need to take our planet to a new humanity where everybody matters. I'd love to hear your comments. I know that it's very controversial to do videos around politics or religion, and that's okay. I'm just giving this to you, and any comments, anything you'd like to share, I'd be delighted to hear from you. In peace, love and harmony, from my Libra heart here, I'm a Libra too, I wish you all love. Bye for now.